You have to forgive me, I'm drinking my pre-workout as we talk. Good morning, everyone. It is still good morning, right? Yes, 10:30 Saturday morning. Welcome to Back Alley Wad Garage Gym YouTube channel, and I'm doing my podcast at the same time, because why not? Episode 2, and I thought I would talk about what's in my garage gym. I'm actually sitting in my garage gym for the podcast this morning. And I thought I would tell you about what's in my garage gym, how I got started. Since last episode I told you why, I guess. And how I got started wasn't anything I did on purpose. It just kind of morphed into that. It's not like I decided, okay, I'm going to quit the CrossFit box. I'm going to go home. I'm going to set up my garage. It's not something I did on purpose. It just kind of developed over time, accidentally. Which is unusual for me, because normally I want to do something and I might plan it or I'll impulse it or whatever, and I'll do it on purpose rather than letting it happen on its own. And this happened on its own. Let's see. The first thing I think I acquired was a barbell, and I got it on Craigslist for I think $120, and it was the first time I ever bought anything from Craigslist, and I was scared to death to do it. But luckily it was another woman who was selling it, and we met in like the Target parking lot and whatever, so I felt good. Middle of the day, I felt okay. But that was my first purchase from Craigslist. I bought some things brand new, some things used, and I just acquired it over time. The first thing I felt like I wanted to have was a barbell. I didn't start off with dumbbells because I had never really worked with dumbbells before in a CrossFit box. I think when I was in the CrossFit box, they were just starting to introduce the dumbbells in the CrossFit Opens. And so they started getting dumbbells in, but I had never worked with dumbbells on a regular basis. I was familiar with the barbell. And so that's why I got my barbell, and I got a couple of bumper plates from a local fitness seller, I guess, a retail place here. I don't even know the name of it. I know where it's located. It's off the Parkway, but it's in the Rosie's complex there. I just can't think of the name of it. I also got a couple of horse mats. I got 2 horse mats from the Tractor Supply place. So I did buy those new. I felt like I had to have something on the concrete. They're really small. They're like 3x2s maybe, or 5x3 something. They're not that big. But I bought 2 of them, and that's what I started off with. And I think I got a kettlebell for Christmas one year. So I had a barbell, some rubber plates, horse mats, and a kettlebell. And that's all I had to begin with. And like I said, I got the kettlebell as a gift, went out and bought the horse mats, and then the barbell was used. But that's what I started off with in my little garage here. You have to forgive me, I'm drinking my pre-workout as we talk, because I do plan to work out later today. All right, so what do I have now in my garage? I have 4 25-pound plates, 2 10-pound plates, 4 10-pound plates, and 2 15-pound plates. So if you do the math on that, you can figure that out. I should have figured the math out before I got here. Anyway, 4 25-pound plates, 4 10-pound plates, 2 15-pound plates. I have an ab mat, I have a foam roller, I have 2 25-pound dumbbells, 2 15-pound dumbbells, and a 35 kettlebell. I have a sandbag that will hold up to 75 pounds, or you can break it down to 25 pounds or 50 pounds. I have 2 wall balls. One is 12 pounds, and then I won a 14-pound wall ball from online Instagram. And then I have a rower that my husband bought me for Mother's Day, a Concept 2 rower. I have a squat rack that I purchased slightly used, from a workout place here that they were selling. They didn't want it anymore, so I bought that. So I have a squat rack. It has a pull-up bar on it too, which is nice. And then my former boss have these definitely floor mats that you would find in a CrossFit box. These hardy, I guess, I don't know if they're Rogue or not. I don't know where they came from, but you would find them in a regular CrossFit box. These mats, they're thick and heavy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those that laid out in my garage gym. I have a whiteboard to write my workouts on, and finally I have a box to jump on or step up on. I haven't done box jumps in a very long time. It kind of scares me now. I haven't practiced them a lot, so when you get out of practice doing something, getting back to it is kind of, for me, it's scary. I'll step up on it and use it for other things, but it's a 20-inch box. You can make it 24 too. And then what else was I going to say? Something else. What else was I going to say? Oh well, it'll come to me later. A whiteboard, then write my workouts. Oh, and I have 2 jump ropes. So that's what I have in my garage gym. I have a bunch of banners I need to put up. What I want to do before the summer really kicks in is I want to get my kids over here and help me clean out the entire garage. Take everything out, clean it, trash some stuff I don't even use or need anymore, and then organize it, and then rearrange in here. And then I can put all my banners up the way I want them. That's what I want to do. Oh, I forgot too. I also have ring rows that I did purchase those on Amazon. The rings, like gymnastic rings. I do have those as well. But and then I have a clock timer in my garage that my husband bought me for Christmas. That is really nice to have. I love my clock timer. That's nice. But I think that's everything. I have. And that was all acquired over time, either bought used, bought new, or they were gifts. And that's what I have in my garage gym. And I love my little garage gym. It is named Back Alley Wad because when I open the garage door, it faces our back alley. And yeah. I think the essentials, if you wanted to do something and starting at home yourself, I would just get a pair of dumbbells, and that's it. That's all I would get. If you wanted to try this at home and start, get a pair of dumbbells, and that's all for now. Because you can do a lot with just your dumbbells. You could do squats, lunges, burpees, overhead thing. You can do a lot with your dumbbells. A lot of conditioning, that kind of thing. You can do a lot, I'm telling you. You can do sit-ups you can do everything with your dumbbells. If you wanted to start something and do it at home and you don't have a lot of money or even a lot of space, get a pair of dumbbells and start that way. The next thing I might get would be a jump rope. And then the next thing I might get, I don't know what I would get after that. That's really all I wouldn't get a whole bunch. If you wanted to set up your garage and get some mats to put down, and then if you want to get a barbell with some bumper plates, I don't get metal plates unless they're the little ones, like the 2.5 pounds or the 5 pounds to add on. That's not going to actually touch the ground. But I get bumper plates because I like to drop my weights. I don't, if that's etiquette or not, I don't know, but that's what I do. Anyway, so let's talk about some advantages and disadvantages of the garage gym, because there are some pros and cons. Let's talk about the pros first. Obviously, you can work out whenever you want. It's very convenient. You can just step out your front door or your back door and go to your garage, or if you have a room in your house, you don't have to even leave your house. It's right there whenever you want. That's, I guess, when I first started doing this, it was kind of part of how I guess I started, was because the job I had at the time and the CrossFit box I went to, their schedule was not on my schedule, I suppose, which, you know, is fine. I had an odd job, a weird job with weird hours. Not a weird job, it just had different hours. And they weren't, I could not get to the CrossFit box when they had classes. And I think that's part of the reason why I was like kind of migrated to just doing stuff at home. And so convenience is a good reason for the pro. I mean, it's a good reason to do it at home. You have your own, you can work at your own pace. You don't have to worry about sharing equipment with anybody. You can do what you want, work out at your own pace, listen to your own music if you wanted to, if that's the kind of thing that you're into. No judgment. You don't have anybody watching you or gawking at you or judging you or thinking, oh, you're doing that wrong or whatever. And I think those are the only pros, obviously. Convenience, mainly. Just convenience. Now, the cons, it can be expensive if you do it all at once. But if you slowly, gradually get things, it's not so bad. But you know what? It's just as expensive to go to a membership. So there's one pro. You don't have to pay a membership to go. Another con for a garage gym, I've experienced this a lot, is the weather. I know I'm in a garage, but sometimes in Alabama it can get really hot. I have a fan that I can set up that's still really hot, which is not so bad. It's better than the cold, because in the cold it is freaking freezing cold and it's hard to get warmed up in a garage gym. It's cold. I've thought about just going to like a membership Planet Fitness during the winter months, just so I could be indoors somewhere, because it's cold. Another con is there's no one to push you, as far as like if you're going, like when you went to the CrossFit box in the classes it was a group community, and so people would cheer you on, that kind of thing. And there's no community, no in-person interaction. There's no community in a garage gym when you're working out by yourself. I like the community of CrossFit, and I always will. In fact, when I go to second shift, I may join a CrossFit box over in Hampton Cove. Maybe. We'll see. A lot can happen between now and then. But that is mainly it. That's what I wanted to talk about today. It's a short episode, 12 minutes, but that's fine because it's short for YouTube too. I hope you've enjoyed this information. If you have any other thoughts or reasons why you started a garage gym, please comment, or how you got started. What was the first thing you bought? What would you suggest someone buy for starting out? What would you suggest they get? I recommend just a pair of dumbbells for now. But tell me in the comments section, and please like and share and subscribe. Thanks. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, and hopefully I will be back next weekend with another episode. Have a good day.